welcome back to the Ben Breakfast Show. It's a full house already, even before I made the introduction. So the camera is already on all of us, so we can as well just get into it. Like Chinade is the only handsome gentleman here.
In the mix of ladies.
4 beautiful ladies. And that is what we're talking about. These beautiful ladies are here for just one wonderful thing, one movement that everyone is saying support, join, uphold, be part of. We're talking about diversity. And we can see from everyone, we all look diverse. Aren't we beautiful? And that's all what it's talking about. Diversity is beautiful. And this wonderful, beautiful women, including me, are going to be part of a wonderful event on the 10th of July, talking about diversity and beauty. And it says, embrace your inner beauty. So I'm going to start by my left with Lydia.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. Pleasure to
And
be
we
here.
have Lisa. Beautiful Lisa.
Thank you very much. It's lovely to be here.
Thank you for stopping by at the Ben Breakfast Show. And we have Shahana.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you so
Did
much.
I pronounce it well?
You did.
Oh, yeah. Because I'm like, okay, Shahana. So, yes, and we're all part of the Diversity is Beautiful event happening on the 10th of July.
Yeah.
So let's go straight into it. Lydia,
Yes.
tell us about this event.
Well, from working as a coach and I've worked with thousands of women, and one of the things that I've felt that women we can all really embrace and do more of, have more of, is confidence and embracing our diverse, because we're all diverse from our backgrounds, our cultures, our beliefs. And I think when we embrace that, that's when we can really propel in all areas of our lives. Yeah. And women, we do so much and we need support. So I wanted to get a panel together of amazing women who've done amazing things within their own lives and overcome adversity from all different experiences. Like Lisa, all of us have been through, yourself, been through great things, and empower other women. Yeah.
So what triggered it basically? Just trying to support other women, right?
What triggered me is when I thought about even me growing up as a young woman. Yeah. There were times, away from your parents, you want somebody to give you advice and guidance, and someone to help you also believe in yourself and see that that you are someone and that you are something. And I think that doesn't stop as we get older. We're still becoming. As Michelle Obama says, we're still growing. Yeah. And I know that behind the smiles, that women are going through a lot. Yeah. And I know that I go through a lot. And so knowing just even my own life, and Lisa's a friend of mine, and I know that Lisa's been through so much, and she does so much as well. Definitely. And that's when we do that. So I know women, and I know them behind the scenes, so that there's a lot of things they're not actually communicating that they're feeling. And this is a good way for all of us to come together to empower the women and for them to embrace their diversity and to know that they need to feel their beauty from the inside.
From the inside. Chinade, don't worry, don't get lost. We're going to get into it, right?
I'm just listening. Yes. Continue.
Okay, so let's get to Lisa. So like Lydia mentioned, obviously most women they've gone through a lot, good, bad, and the ugly. And yes, that's why this event is coming up, because it's true. Some people don't have mentors. Some people don't. You have your parents there, but they are there physically, but they're not there to actually give you that proper advice you need. And sometimes you might get it from friends. Sometimes you might just get it from your neighbors or just women like this, sharing their experiences and just helping people. So what do you think about this event, and what kind of story are you going to share? I don't want you to give me the whole story, but what are the things you're going to share that's going to make other women feel encouraged?
I think it's about women helping women, and that's very important. And you mentioned there about mentoring, and I think mentoring is key. Yeah. I've actually had very real-world experience of mentoring with a scheme called the Women in Film and TV Mentorship Scheme. Yeah. And I had lots of miscarriages, and I was making a film. I'm a journalist, and I was making a film about these. And I couldn't get anyone to help me and support me and get it broadcast. And I managed to get on this scheme called the Women in Film and TV Mentoring Scheme. I know. And you do, and it's an amazing scheme. And they take in 20 women a year, and they give you a mentor, one-to-one experience, one-on-one time with a woman who's very high up in the women in film and TV industry, and they support you. And through that scheme and through all the support and the help they gave me and the advice, and actually probably one of the biggest things was contacts, opening up their contacts book and being women helping other women. We're very supportive. We can be emotional with each other. We can be honest with each other. We can be, you meet meet women and you can talk about like the real heart stuff immediately. You can get right to those deeper issues. And through that scheme and through the women I met through it, I was able to get the documentary broadcast on Discovery Channel around the world, and just make these incredible connections and just be supported. And I think that's what the event is about, is women supporting women. It's not that we need the extra leg up for any particular reason that we're lacking. It's just that society has not enabled us as much as men so far. Sorry.
I agree and don't agree, because I've got a question from a man's point of view, from what we men see. What we men see, you women don't see. What you women see, women don't see. And I think I like the fact that you touched on the emotional part. Women can be emotional to each other. Hey, have you seen the weave-on she's wearing? No, it's not that good. It's it's probably from Primark. So there are those kind of things.
That's not quite the emotions.
Yeah, things like that can happen among women. And don't get me wrong, I think the most enormous thing on earth is to see women unite together as a force.
Absolutely.
Now, what is your organization doing, or this event doing, to avoid those kind of chows to happen?
What do you mean? Avoid what type of?
Avoid the emotions to.
You don't need to avoid the emotions. Why would you avoid the emotions?
We don't need to do that.
Do you have emotions as a man?
Well, that's what, you've just said it. I'm a man, so we don't have emotions.
That's not true. I know many men.
I've coached many men, and I've coached some big players out there. You know, I worked with Paul Cannaville. He's Chelsea's first black ever football player, and he's very open about the struggles that he had being Chelsea's very first black football player. He had addictions with drugs, alcohol, his whole identity, and I think the stronger man who can actually be honest about what they've been through and shed a tear. It's powerful,
exactly. Just accept the fact
if
that
you cry on this set right now, you can do it.
No, I don't cry.
It's a men don't cry. Do you believe in that?
No, I think men do cry, but we cry in a different way.
And it's not about crying. When I'm talking about women supporting each other emotionally, it's not about crying. It's about being able to be honest with people. It's about being able to turn up and go, oh God, my journey in was a nightmare, and this is happening. Anyway, let's get on with the job.
And actually, I think there's a natural inclination for women now to seek people they can relate to, they can connect with, their experiences. So they want to see someone, if they can do it, then I can do it as well. And overcome certain challenges. And that's really key. And that's in a way that's sort of mentoring, because you're from a distance, you're inspiring someone to overcome their fears, like imposter syndrome. It's so prevalent nowadays, and that holds women back a lot from doing what they can do. And they doubt themselves, and it's really important they can overcome that.
You know what? I think I'll try and attend this event. Let me get myself a nice suit.
You are attending the
right?
event.
Okay. So what do we expect at this event? Who are going to be the speakers? How is me as a man and those men watching? How can we benefit as men as well? I know women will benefit. How are us men going to benefit? Because I want to buy a suit and come for that event.
You should definitely come to the event. I would say that you can also take away golden nuggets of information, inspiration as well from our experiences. Any sort of hurdle and obstacle we've overcome, it can apply to a man as well as a woman. And it's not always necessarily the case where Cashway is just for women. It's basically the case that all of our experiences apply across the board. I've come from an investment banking background, and I moved into my own business, and it was a large business. So again, that can apply to men as well. Yes. So I moved from investment banking into owning a multinational in terms of it was across Ireland and across the UK. So I was supplying large corporations such as Debenhams, Arcadia Group, Selfridges, and so on. And from there, I moved into medicine and nutrition. Wow. So it's not a case where it's limited only just for women. Men can also change careers, overcome their fears, go into something completely different. Confidence or lack of confidence holds a lot of people back.
Yes. Very true.
And you don't always have to know everything, but it's always making a start at it. That's really important.
And this issue about diversity, I think we should readdress it. Not just for women, because even if you're there, it shows the diversity. If you bring some of your other friends there, your neighbors, your bosses, it still shows the diversity, because sometimes it would be nice for men to actually be there to see, because some of the struggles too, men are involved. Don't get me wrong. It might be a struggle with marriage, it might be a struggle with addiction. Some people may be abused from a parent, which is a dad. So it's not all the struggles we go through. It's just all women inclined kind of struggles. Somehow, some has been inspired or added to or supported by a man, indirectly or directly, good or bad. So I think it would be nice for us to have a lot of male
Yeah, yeah.
You know, visitors, male audience too, so they can, you know, we can all mix minds together, right? So we need to prove to Chinade now why he needs to be at this event.
All right. Well, the event was definitely created an empowerment event for women, and the reason but I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Make me a cup of tea after this. Make me a cup of tea after this. Yeah, in the canteen. No, go on, love.
But you know the reason why I did it for women, because I've coached in so many corporate businesses, and I think Asha Hanger said that, you know, that confidence goes a long way.
True.
And I find that even when I grew up, believe it or not, that I was a time when I really was low in confidence. And funny enough, it was a man that came forward and stepped forward and said, "Look, Lydia, I'm seeing this thing in you." And I just denied it at first. But then I was like, right, I'm ready. You know, I'm ready to seek that mentorship and that counsel. And it completely revolutionised my life 360.
Wow.
Just because it didn't mean I had to be good at everything, but having that confidence gave me the ability to have a choice.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? And then I saw that in many people, because when you've been through something yourself where you've been crippled with having a lack of confidence and belief in yourself, and sometimes we can put up a facade. Yeah. I saw that in a lot of other women and men as well, but I'm specifically just talking about women today.
Okay, I was going to come on, you know, one thing. First and foremost, I like this combination because it's a cocktail.
Yeah,
you see, a cocktail. I think that is diversity. You know, sometimes I get invited with Tommy. Shinode and Tommy, can you come and present this African event?
Yes.
But you go there, it's just one country.
Yes.
So now this is diversity.
Oh, absolutely.
So you know, but what are you doing to increase that diversity? I'm sure you are either African, Caribbean, Ghanaian, and
I'm half English and half Indian, Fijian, and grew up in Spain.
There you go.
It was just accident.
Okay, so now you're from
Bangladesh.
Yeah, Bangladesh. So I mean, what are you doing to bring in another continent? Even bring in an Eskimo. You can bring in even an Eskimo.
We've got Africa, we've got Fiji, we've got England, we've got India.
Where's America?
And well, listen, there's another panelist that could make it today. She was born in Australia. Her mother is actually Trisha Goddard. You remember Trisha Goddard?
On Channel 4?
Yeah.
The talk show.
I remember Trisha.
Yeah.
That's Billy. So
That's exciting.
Yeah, so she's of dual heritage, shall we say. So she's born in Australia, then grew up in London. So she, you know, so we've got
That's a
Australia
mix,
and Caribbean there.
Yeah.
And then we have Melissa Wells, and she's from Birmingham.
You see, that's a mix.
No, it's a cocktail. It's a cocktail.
A beautiful one. Pina
beautiful
colada.
And I purposely wanted us to have a multicultural panel from different backgrounds.
True.
I felt that was really important.
Very important.
I think it's
Well, what about that quote that Naomi Campbell say that diversity is not a trend? What do you have to say to that?
I say diversity is the new currency.
absolutely.
Oh, Naomi Campbell. But why do you think Naomi Campbell came up with such a statement?
It's not a trend, did she say?
Yeah.
It's a perennial thing. It has to be going forward. You can't just call it a trend. A trend is a passing thing. This is permanent, you know.
I love that.
And so we can't look at it as just a passing fad. And the other thing is, again, diversity-wise, it's not just for women; it's for men.
Yeah.
And great things can happen when a lot of women from different backgrounds get together, learn from each other, and support each other. But also when men come into the mix as well, we can learn a lot from you, and you can learn a lot from us.
Well,
Everyone needs to be in the room. I think that's key. Everyone needs to be in the room. If everyone isn't in the room, male, female, I don't mean in that literal room. I mean in the room, you know, black, white, whatever colour, creed, religion, sex, gender, we all need to be in the room. Otherwise you're not getting the full picture.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, there's a saying that, you know, the proof of the pudding is in the eating.
Yes.
In Nigeria, they say the proof of the soup is in the pepper, or the proof of the fish is in the pepper. So what proof do you have? Can you tell the viewers that you've experienced or benefited from diversity? I mean, you know,
Kick off, Lisa, go on.
What proof do I have?
Yeah, I mean, what do you have to tell
diversity
me?
is good,
That's a good
but
question.
I mean,
surely
something that happens to you.
as a
Yes,
black
something
male, you know this. You know this. You know that diversity is good. You know, you know that everyone needs to be in the room. You know that we're not getting the full picture. We're not getting the full experience. And if you're just in a situation, a company, a room, whatever, with just white middle-aged men, they're not getting the whole wealth of experience, and they're not representing our country or our culture or the whole world at the moment. And that's exactly the same for women.
Or the audience even.
Or the audience, or
audience,
gay people or trans people or anything like that. You know, we've all got to have a voice.
Very, very true. We all need a voice. So, time not always on our side. Do you want to give us the information?
Yes.
We've told them it's on the 10th of July. I'm going to be
on the panel.
on the panel.
We're all honoured that, and thank you for today.
Oh, no, you're most welcome. I'm going to be there with this beautiful, beautiful women right here. In case Chinede wants to get crushed, it's okay. You can come. But yeah, so where are we having it? Just give us all the information. Where to get the ticket?
All right. So the event is happening at
WeWork.
WeWork, yeah.
And it's happening on the 10th
of July.
And in London at WeWork. So they can go online, go to Eventbrite.
WeWork Bishopsgate.
At Bishopsgate.
Yeah, we
WeWork in Bishopsgate.
Yeah.
That's quite close to Bank Station, very easy to get to. It's a beautiful building surrounding London. It's a really beautiful location.
Very accessible.
It's very accessible. Everyone gets goodie bags, luxury goodie bags, cocktails, mocktails, all of that.
I'm there.
I should hope so, yeah.
And obviously beautiful Tommy will be there.
Definitely.
And so it'd be great to actually interview you because you're always putting so many people on the platform.
I know.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
But we really want you to come along if you want to have more confidence, meet some amazing people, further your career, relate to somebody that you might meet somebody and say, oh my gosh, you're going through what I'm going through, and
Very true.
or that you might listen to one of our stories, and that will inspire you
Very
to
true.
do the thing that you've really wanted to do for a long, long time.
Yeah, very true.
And just most importantly, just come and have fun and network with these amazing women and the women that will be in the room.
Absolutely. Where
Yes.
can they get the tickets from?
They can get online. If you go to the Eventbrite, you type in Diversity is Beautiful event, it will pop up. And or you can follow either of us on social media,
handles.
Lydia Amoir,
Tommy
official.
Manager Co.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm Lisa Francesca Nans of the Big Travel Podcast.
Oh, yes.
I'm Shahana at Shahana_Ali.
Okay,
And,
so you can choose anyone if you want to
Yes.
go to India or Bangladesh or
Yeah.
Ghana or not England or
Fiji.
Fiji, anyone. You want to come to Lagos, Nigeria,
Yes.
anyone you want to please be part of this event. It's going to be wonderful. Let's support each other. And I think there's a 2-for-1 ticket going on now. Like
Yes.
if I buy 2 for
Yeah, you can buy 2 for 1. Tickets are only literally £16 as a travel card. So invest in yourself. Just £16. Come along. You'll be getting luxury goodie bags over £60.
Yeah.
You'll be listening to a glorious panel, and you're just going to be.
and you're going to meet people.
You're going to
Take away so much.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much
Yes.
for coming on today's show. I really, really appreciate it.
Really
And I'll still
excited.
tell you to come because they say your network is your
Network.
So yes, that's how we're going to close this session. And thank you, ladies. I can't wait. I'm excited. We're going to short break now. When we return, the bed breakfast show continues. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Thank you so much.